Good morning, guys. So I woke up and I just like, nobody is saying this, and I have to say it because it's getting annoying, quite frankly. Um, and every time I see it, it just triggers me to be like, Kels, why don't you say something? Because it needs to be said. So here it goes. And, if you're triggered by this, then you need to sit down and ask yourself by why you are triggered by this. And a large part of the reason why you might be triggered by what I'm about to say is because you haven't taken the time to do the research. You might worship false idols. You might believe everything the mainstream media tells you. I mean, there's a handful of reasons, but cognitive dissonance is real. And I know because I went and got my bachelor's degree, then I went on to grad school, and I was brainwashed by university and a certain vibrational chunk of people that are at a certain vibration that are breeding this cognitive dissonance in order to keep the masses asleep and a certain agenda and ideology alive. And unless you go and you do your own research instead of saying, I believe the science that the universities are pushing, and I believe this that the universities are pushing, and I believe this that the mainstream media is saying, they are all the information is handpicked by the elites, by the cabal, by the deep state. So, and I also want to preface with this. The deep state is the Republican and the Democratic Party. Okay? So like all the Republicans are, yay, George Bush and all that when he was in office, he's deep state. Obama's deep state. Biden's deep state. Everybody who hates Trump doesn't realize he's not deep state. And that is why you should be curious to want to look into what he's actually doing. And you can't look into it if you just listen to the mainstream media. Because newsflash, the mainstream media hates Trump. Why? Because they're deep state. And the fact that we've gotten to 2020 and people still don't know who the deep state is or what they're about or what the fuck they do behind the scenes, it makes you look ridiculous. It makes you look like you're cheering for Satanists. And I'm not joking. They've infiltrated every positive movement they possibly could. They've infiltrated universities. They've infiltrated the Black Lives Matter movement. They've infiltrated everything. Open your eyes. I used to be a Democratic liberal. Okay? And I am not now. A few years ago, I went independent and I have stayed there. And I'll tell you right now, Trump is independent. He's not a Republican. He's not deep state. If you're a Republican or Democrat, I consider you deep state. He's independent. He had to choose a party to run for. But that's besides the point. Let's get back to the point that I was trying to make about everybody saying, or not everybody, the people who haven't done their research or know anything about anything that's going on right now, aside from what the mainstream media tells them, which is a bunch of bullshit, quite frankly, saying, oh, I'm happy Trump got COVID. That shows him for not believing in science. Talk about karma. And it's just like, okay. I'm going to let you have that. Because you guys are going to talk shit on Trump no matter what. First of all, Trump does not have COVID. Wake up. If you knew what the game plan was and if you knew what was going on right now, you would know that this is a chess move, okay? So, okay, people are saying they're glad that the Trump and the First Lady have COVID. A lot of people are saying, I hope they die. This is karma, blah, blah, blah. Okay, whatever. And then those same people are turning around and saying, how could you say those mean things to Chrissy Teigen and John Legend for losing their baby? Please do your fucking research right now. Every single person that is a part of the deep state agenda in Hollywood right now is going down. Chrissy Teigen has already deleted thousands of emails because she is going down. Everybody is playing a victim in Hollywood right now who is going down. Anybody who comes out and supports Biden in Hollywood right now is going down. And I even thought, don't even make this video, Kelsey. Don't even ruff everyone's feathers right now, Kelsey, because the truth is about to come out anyways. So why get people all fucking pissed off? Because this shit is hypocrisy. It's hypocrisy. Because if you really knew what was going on, you would be so pro-Trump, it's ridiculous. And I can't even believe I'm saying this because a few months ago, not even a few months ago, maybe like 6 months ago, I was even blind to it. I was pro nobody because I was like, what the fuck is going on right now? I knew about a lot of the sick shit going on, not the pedophilia shit. When I found out about that, it was just game over. Game over. It's so obvious what's going on. Please go research. Go on YouTube, look up these topics, and fucking listen. Listen. When they say these people are literally drinking children's blood, adrenochrome, type that in. When they say these people are literally sacrificing children and they sell children. People in the United States and all over the world literally put their children up for sale on different websites to these people. And nobody knows. They just fucking vanish. And they get paid off. Don't worry, everyone gets their cut. And now, look at all these celebrities are going down. Ellen, Oprah, all these people. And please look out for the wolf in sheep's clothing. Because there's a lot of people who know about spirituality, but they use that shit in a negative way. Okay? For demonic shit. I'm not joking. You guys want to think this is too crazy to be true? It's not. Everything is coming to a head. Everyone heard about the Great Awakening. Now Obama wants to try to hijack that word too. Fuck that. Fuck Obama. Fuck Michelle. She's not even a fucking woman. Wake up, people. Literally, you can think I'm crazy. I'm not. I'm telling you right now. I wish they could do the old, I've told fucking Lance this. I wish they could do the old spin around like they did in the Ace Ventura movie. You know, Finkel is Einhorn, Einhorn is Finkel. That would wake a lot of people up out of their little slumber that they're in because they don't want to pull their fucking head out of the sand and actually look into the evidence. Look into who Michael Robinson is. That's how you'll find who Michelle Obama really is. Look into why Joan Rivers died right after she was like, what are you talking about? When somebody asked her on the street, when do you think we'll have the next gay president? She's like, we already had a gay president with Obama. Everybody knows that Michelle's a tranny. Everybody knows that. Why? Not long after she said that, and she was serious. Look that shit up on YouTube. Not long after she said that, she mysteriously dies in a cosmetic surgery, anesthesia, the anesthesiologist, there was some issue with the anesthesia, right? They didn't even take down her body weight, which is one of the most crucial things you would take down when you're administering any type of anesthesia to somebody, right? So you know what dose to give them. Oh, she mysteriously dies. Like Joan Rivers hadn't had a million surgeries. She didn't mysteriously fucking die. She outed Michelle Obama as being a man, and she was serious. And everyone in Hollywood knows that's what she meant by it. But if y'all knew, y'all who were defending Chrissy Teigen and her husband, I used to love John Legend's music. I won't even touch it anymore. That's how disgusted I am by this shit. And the fact that people will still sit here in their cognitive dissonance, worshiping their false idols, and defend these people makes me sick to my stomach. It makes me sick to my stomach. This is not about whose team you're on. This is about saving humanity. And if you don't think that's what's going on right now, the whole world is changing. This is a global financial reset that we're in right now. That's why we had to have Corona. That's why we have to be in lockdown. So they can reset the fucking economy, take down the Federal Reserve, and we don't have to pay interest on bullshit anymore. And we can reset everything now. And not to a new world order. That's what they want with COVID. They want to keep taking our rights away little by little. Common sense knows these fucking masks aren't helping anybody. Nobody. They're probably making people more sick because they're fucking dirty and they're on your face all day and you can't even breathe in fucking oxygen. And don't tell me science has debunked that bullshit because there's so much science out there against with all these doctors that they hired. You can pay off a doctor just as much as you can pay off a politician. Wake up. I'm sick of it. I can't hold this shit in any longer. I'm pro-Trump because he's pro-saving the fucking world right now. Open your eyes. They needed to find a self-funded character to play the part. Trump isn't really the one that made this whole plan. There's a whole team of people who have been trying to change who runs this world for a very long time. And those people had to find somebody to be the face of it. And that is Trump. And it sucks that he has zero public speaking skills. It sucks that he doesn't always know how to word what he wants to say. And half of it is because what he wants to say is nothing that he can say to the general public and nothing that the media would actually put out there. You have hated Trump from day one because the media wants you to see him in a certain way because they're the deep state and they're going down. Open your eyes. Do I feel bad for Chrissy Teigen and John Legend? No, I don't. Because that's not the first baby that's died at their hands. Period. And I'm sorry. Open your eyes. Open your eyes. Go read all those tweets that she wrote. And that is just the tip of the freaking iceberg. Think about the actions that actually took place in regards to what she's talking about. And if John Legend is married to her, he's tied to her. And guess what? 85% is what they're saying of Hollywood is deep state and a part of this bullshit, or ran by the deep state and a part of these demonic cults. They sell their souls. You can't even make it unless you sell your soul. And when I say sell your soul, you sign contracts and then you're a puppet for them. You do whatever they tell you to do. You say whatever they tell you to say. That's why people are coming out right now saying, I support Biden, who have never come out and supported presidents in the past. Why? Because they're fucking desperate. They're pulling at strings and it's about to go down. So open your eyes. If you don't believe me, just wait till the end of the month and then you can fucking see it for yourself. Usually I'm all love and light, guys, but somebody's got to say this stuff. And you know what? If it takes my feisty ass to get on camera and you know what? Take whatever people want to throw at me, that's fine. But do yourself a favor and actually look this shit up and have every perspective that you can possibly see from the situation before you form an opinion. Open your eyes. Seriously.